Hello everyone, today we are going to explore the Decathlon's RFID advantage and what it means for Al-Ikhsan. Let's begin with a scenario that could very well be Al-Ikhsan's tomorrow. A customer walks in looking for a very specific pair of running shoes, perhaps the latest Adidas model in size 9. Today, our associate might check the display, go to the storeroom, and if unlucky, find the pair of shoes missing. The customer walks out disappointed. Now imagine a different reality. Before the customer even leaves home, our system, powered by RFID, shows exactly how many pairs are in stock, which shelf they are on, and whether a pair can be set aside. When the customer arrives, our staff already has the product in hand. This is the everyday reality in Decathlon. They have leveraged RFID not as a flashy gadget but as a core operational engine. So today, I'm going to show you why Decathlon took this route and what it has achieved. Why many others, including sports retailers like us, have made the leap. Whether it makes strategic sense for Al-Ikhsan to follow suit. The barriers unique to Malaysia and how we can overcome them. So our session will move through 5 key stages today. First, we'll examine Decathlon's RFID transformation, what exactly they did, and the operational advantages it gave them. Second, we'll explore why the majority of sports retailers, both globally and here in Malaysia, have not yet embraced RFID. This is not because they don't see the potential. It's often about the cost, scale, and readiness. Third, we'll look closely at whether Al-Ikhsan should follow Decathlon's route. Fourth, we'll examine barriers specific to Malaysia, both technical and organizational, that can actually slow down RFID adoption. Finally, I'll present a recommended pathway balancing ambition with controlled risk that could put Al-Ikhsan ahead of the market in terms of both customer experience and operational excellence. Decathlon made a bold industry-defining decision. Every single product, from a $5 water bottle to a $2,000 road bike, everything gets an RFID tag attached right at the manufacturing stage. This isn't just about having a barcode, it's about embedding a unique digital identity in each item. With nearly 50,000 RFID readers across factories, warehouses, and stores, Decathlon's system updates in real time. The moment a product moves from a shelf to a fitting room or from a warehouse bin to a delivery truck, the system knows very well where the items goes. The results are transformative. Stockouts are drastically reduced because replenishment is data-driven, not guesswork. Associates can find products in seconds. Checkout lines move faster because items can be scanned all at once without individual barcodes. The beauty here isn't just in the technology, it's in the way RFID has been woven into the entire value chain. This level of integration requires vision, investment, and commitment. But when done right, as what Decathlon shows us, the payoff is operational excellence that customers can feel. If RFID is so powerful, why isn't everyone doing it? The first barrier is cost. Tax costs between USD 8 cents to 15 cents each. For a retailer with hundreds of thousands of SKUs annually, that's a significant recurring expense. Add in RFID readers, software integration, and maintenance, and the capital expenditure can be daunting. Second, scale matters. Decathlon's global presence gives them enormous purchasing power, spreading costs over huge volumes. A regional player like Al-Ikhsan does not yet have the same leverage. Third, many retailers operate on legacy POS or ERP systems designed for batch updates, not real-time tracking. Integrating RFID often means upgrading the backbone system first. Fourth, supply chain complexity. Unlike Decathlon's mostly in-house brands, Malaysian retailers, including Al-Ikhsan, often rely on diverse suppliers, many of whom are not technologically ready to tag at source. Finally, organizational change. RFID alters workflows from receiving to checkout. Without strong change management, there's a risk of resistance, making implementation slower and less effective. Despite the barriers, RFID could be a strategic game changer for Al-Ikhsan. First, omnichannel readiness. Customers increasingly expect to know product availability before they visit a store. RFID enables accurate, real-time stock visibility across channels, making services like click and collect reliable and attractive. Second, inventory accuracy. Studies show that RFID can push inventory accuracy above 95%. This reduces the risk of overstocking or stockouts, improving both sales and working capital efficiency. It also reduces shrinkage from theft or misplacement. Third, differentiation. None of our direct competitors in Malaysian sports retail have adopted RFID at scale. A well-executed pilot could position Al-Ikhsan as the tech leader in the category. This reputation has value. It can draw customers who appreciate efficiency and reliability, and it can also attract brand partners who want their products handled with best-in-class system. So, what are the barriers Al-Ikhsan faces in implementing RFID in Malaysia? First, economics. The cost of tax, as we know already, and also the infrastructure is high relative to the value of many sports items in Malaysia, making ROI harder to justify without scale. Second, supplier readiness in Malaysia. Many local and regional suppliers don't yet have the capability to print or encode RFID text to GS1 EPC standards, which limits end-to-end integration. Third, infrastructure of many retailers in Malaysia, including Al-Ikhsan, are running ERP and POS systems that process inventory data in batches, not in real time. Upgrading this system is a prerequisite to fully exploiting RFID. Fourth, of course, we mentioned also human factors. There is a skill shortage in RFID integration and analytics. Coupled with organizational resistance to change, this can slow down adoption and reduce benefits. So, how can Al-Ikhsan solve the barriers stated previously? First, form or join a bulk tag purchasing consortium with other retailers to bring per tag cost down. Second, engage key suppliers early, offering co-investment opportunities to set up RFID printing and encoding capabilities. Third, plan and upgrade path of ERP and warehouse management systems to be RFID ready. This can be aligned with other digital transformation initiatives, making the investment more palatable. Fourth, leverage available government support such as MITI's Industry Forward incentives and SME digitalization grants to offset capital costs. Finally, address the human side. Train staff not only on the technology, but on the new workflows and benefits. Change management isn't just about explaining the how, it's about making people believe in the why. I propose a three-phase adoption model. Phase 1. Start with one flagship store and its supporting warehouse. This is where we measure hard metrics, inventory accuracy, stockout rates, shrinkage reduction, and checkout time improvements. Phase 2, once benefits are clear, onboard select suppliers to tag products at source. This builds the supply chain foundation for scaling. Phase 3, integrate RFID with POS for true scan and go or frictionless checkout. This is also when we scale to other stores. At each stage, we track ROI and operational KPIs using the data to justify the next step. Let me illustrate how this implementation would help Al-Ikhsan. Jane, a loyal Al-Ikhsan customer, she checks our app in one Saturday and sees her favorite Puma running shoes available at our store. She drives over, walks in, and an associate greets her by name, shoe in her hand. Why? Because the RFID system confirmed it was in stock seconds after she checked online. Meanwhile, our store manager, who used to spend hours every week doing manual stock counts, now gets that information instantly from the system. Freed from repetitive tasks, she focuses on visual merchandising, training her team, and serving customers. That's the power of RFID. Not just numbers on a dashboard, but tangible changes in customer satisfaction and employee productivity. In conclusion, RFID is not just a technology upgrade. It's a strategic enabler that improves operational accuracy, deepens customers' trust, and positions us as an innovator in the sports retail space. A phased pilot approach allows us to test, learn, and adapt without betting the farm. It's a controlled risk with potentially transformative rewards. My call to action is simple. Approve funding for a feasibility study and pilot project in one of our store and its warehouse. This is the first step toward building the kind of retail operation that customers prefer, suppliers respect, and competitors envy. The question is not whether RFID will define the future of retail, it's whether we want to be leading that change in Malaysia or catching up later. Thank you for listening. This is the end of my presentation.